What has Dr. Fauci done right? What has he done wrong? Can you grade his performance in handling the coronavirus? I don't know. I don't know well enough. He's in a very difficult situation. He's dealing with Donald Trump. He works for Donald Trump. Now, that is an impossible situation to be in as a scientist or a man of any reason. And I have a huge amount of respect for him. He's one of the few people ever who have actually in public stood up to Donald Trump, have said he disagrees, have provided alternatives. So I have a massive amount of respect for Fauci just for that. Most other people who thought Donald Trump was wrong got fired, got eliminated. Trump can't afford to fire him. Now, I think he's toast once this crisis ends. Once Trump doesn't need him, and he can't be perceived as dismissing him because he disagrees. So after this crisis, he's definitely going to be fired. But for now, Trump needs him. He gives him a facade of credibility because he's a doctor and he seems to tell the truth. But beyond that, I just don't know. Clearly, he was pretty nonchalant about the threat early on in January when other people thought we should do more. He seems to be willing to call it like it is, or at least like he sees it. I'm not sure he's right. I'm not sure he has the data. I'm not sure he thinks about these issues properly in the sense of what are the alternatives. He's one of these guys, he's a doctor. And like most doctors, not all, Amesh Adalja is an example of a different type of doctor. He thinks the only thing that matters is saving lives. So if we have to lock down everybody, we have to lock down everybody. That's all that matters. And he jumps on that. So I don't think he's right on that. I haven't seen him present alternatives and be nuanced. So I think his virtue is that he stands up to Trump and he seems to speak his mind. But we don't know because we don't know to what extent he's muzzling himself because of Trump. Hard to tell. So I don't know. I'm skeptical about Fauci because he's been in a government job for so long. I'm skeptical of anybody who holds a government job for a long time, including our military. I'm skeptical of anybody in the generals in the military because after you've been in the government for a long time, the kind of government we have, not every government, not an ideal government, but the kind of government we have, there's no way not to be corrupted.
What we need today, what I call the new intellectual, would be any man or woman who is willing to think. Meaning, any man or woman who knows that man's life must be guided by reason, by the intellect, not by feelings, wishes, whims, or mystic revelations. Any man or woman who values his life and who does not want to give in to today's cult of despair, cynicism, and impotence, and does not intend to give up the world to the dark ages and to the rule of the collectivist brutes.
Using the super chat, and I noticed yesterday when I appealed for support for the show, many of you stepped forward and actually supported the show for the first time. So I'll do it again. Maybe we'll get some more today. If you like what you're hearing, if you appreciate what I'm doing, then I appreciate your support. Those of you who don't yet support the show, please take this opportunity. Go to yaronbrookshow.com/support or go to subscribestar.com, Yaron Brook Show, and make a kind of a monthly contribution to keep this going. I'm not sure when the next